Hi, this is Graphically Alex coming at you with all things fat related. If that's something that interests you, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. And today, I am back for this podcast. I just got back to Alabama last night, so I'm going for this pretty, quick. But I don't know, for some reason, I did film my video for yesterday, the one about, pleasure and healing after E Fall by Letter D. I filmed that one last night, but I don't know, for some reason, it's my jet lag or plain brain or whatever you want to call it is worse today, the day after. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how much I can handle today of this podcast. I'm nervous. But, yeah, other than that, I just wanted to show you guys. I did get this in LA. Oh, my God, you can't even see it. Oh, my God, Livy. She's hiding. So I got this Livy shirt. Auntie got some Livy merch. You can't even see it. Gosh. Ooh, I'm all jacked up. Okay, there you go. Now you can see her. So I got that at Hot Topic because I'm a Hot Topic. And I remember when it was relevant and these two are trying to be aunties or something, even though I think they are Gen Zs, but they are trying to talk about Anna Nicole Smith. So I am auntie enough to remember when she was around, but I don't remember much, to be honest, because I didn't pay that much attention. So I'm sorry. I don't know what I was paying attention to, but I do remember when there was a lot of talk about her and she was in the news and stuff all the time. But I don't remember any of the details. But I thought this is one of the fat icons that I at least know of somewhat. So I was like, well, I believe she was super relevant in the 2000s. I was around then as the auntie that I am. And I was like, let's see. So let's see what they have to say. I know they're going to do their elephant in the room or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my God. Okay, let's just go. That's enough.
There's three things people seem to think about me. They think I'm rich. I'm not rich. I'm going to be rich. They think I'm a gold digger. And they think that I'm fat. Well, maybe I'm a little big boned.
Welcome to Fatspo,
where we discuss fat history and fat icons, and we bring you along.
And we have our cameras super low to make us look even bigger.
Your host, Jessica Blair.
Sorry, that was shady, but I'm not getting it. I don't get it, Kat.
Your other host, Cat Lion. Well, guys, we have some stuff to talk about.
That's an understatement.
First of all, as with every single episode, I would like to issue a tribute to trigger warnings. As with every episode, I would like to issue a trigger warning for talk of eating disorders, fat phobia. Jess, any to add?
Drug use and death.
We'll have more episodes. They'll probably also include that, but maybe not in the... don't listen if you don't want to.
Listen or don't.
I saw you put that in the link tree. Guys, Jess is a marketing genius.
It's reverse psychology.
First of all, I would like to issue a few hot takes and thank yous and apologies.
I'm a bit worried, but go on.
I'm worried too. I had to test that K key. I'm trying to do better. Auntie's trying to do better now.
First is a big thank you to Ana Beatriz Sousa Nascimento from Cureza London for inviting me.
More Britishy connections. Look at them trying. I already told y'all, barking up the wrong tree.
To your graduate exhibition at Jimmy 2 London. I was able to stop in and she had the most beautiful collection of plus.
I would love... I know there's hardly, there are some fat activists in London, but it must be, so soul-destroying for them. I could just see it. It must be crazy. And it's, just enough. I feel like London would give them just enough credit for them to think they could make a difference, but they never actually will. And I think that's like the real, like, ooh, that's the kicker of London. Again, I've never been to London, but that's just my general impression when it comes to London plus fat acceptance. It's like they'll kind of give them the hope that they can make a difference, but it won't ever actually happen.
Plus size clothing, and I genuinely am just so excited for the future of plus size fashion.
The fat activists in America are spoiled. They are spoiled rotten here.
And because of what I saw at that exhibition, and I just really want to say a big thank you to Anna for inviting us.
That's so exciting. I'm so glad that it lined up perfectly with the 2 days you were going to be in London for you to go. And I think it really goes to show you that as much as big corporations and big designers want to ignore plus size people, that those designers are out there. The next generation of designers are out there, and they are doing the work to create beautiful plus size clothes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many like corporate execs say that plus size people don't want that, or like,
if the money was there, if it was selling, it would happen. Please stop. I don't understand. Like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I'm like already getting irritated. If the money was there, it would be there. They're not going to not take money to try to like fat shame people. It just doesn't happen. I guarantee you, people that are that big, they're probably spending most of their money on food. Let's be very realistic about it. So, can you guess what corporations are putting tons of money into advertisements? I don't know what that was. I think I was trying to be like a little bit Britishy and say adverts, but advertisements and building buildings and all that stuff. I mean, you'd be surprised at how much there's probably going on. It has to do with that. So that's where a lot of the investment is going into when it comes to fat dollars. It's into the food, obviously. The clothes, it's a secondhand thought. It's like, nope, sorry, I can't afford it. I have to buy a bunch of food on DoorDash instead. That's more important to me. Okay?
won't buy it. There's always going to be a need for cunty plus size clothes. And it was such a great reminder that even though I'm not finding that at like Zara or whatever, I
went to Zara. Wasn't impressed. I'm sorry if I'm committing a sin as an auntie. There are certain Gen Z fashion trends I'm not behind. In Zara, there was some really ugly color combinations that were horrifying to me. As Robin would say, me no like. But I've already established, like, I get it. Like, Olivia, she's a Gen Z girly pop. She's, like, totally it girly. Do not like her style. It's just may not be aligned, and that's okay. And that's okay.
still like find small designers and like be able to buy garments that are so beautiful and unique and like designed with my body in mind.
Yeah, and once again, it goes to show you the talent that these young designers have, because so many famous fashion designers now are like, we can't make clothes for fat people. Okay, just say you're talentless.
It really just reminds me also of all the like brands that will just pattern grade instead of actually getting a fit model and seeing how well clothes fit and like seeing how
it's impossible to get a uniform size, especially when you're getting to like very, very big sizes, because people carry fat in different places. So they try to just do the basic common denominator. It's very hard to do. Obviously, it's part of being super morbidly obese. It gets harder to find clothing that fits correctly because your body is so different from the norm. And a lot of people that are super morbidly obese, they have weight in different places.
An actual fat body that isn't just like big butt and small waist looks in it. It was also really interesting, honestly, now that I think of it. She was telling me, she was like, yeah, I was supposed to have a size like 18 mannequin and they only had like a size 10, 12, or like 14 or something too small that she had to like pin her clothes. And I'm like, wow, at this school that
In London? That's in London, right? It makes sense to me. You know, if you were in Alabama, sure, you probably need that 18. Probably. But I don't know. Like, I think even a lot of fat girly pops, they still typically would like to see at least a mid-size model, typically, because there's like an aspirational thing to it too. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm auntie. Maybe I'm irrelevant. I don't know what to tell you. I love that I have the auntie card now. I'm 34 now. Now I can say, I'm too old. I don't get it. So I can have plausible deniability now. But what I was saying is, yeah, I don't know. I feel like a 10 to 14, it would make sense. I think British sizes are a little bit different. Maybe it's like a size down or something. So maybe that'd be like an 8 to 12 here, but I could see it, especially for a city like London. I think it would make sense.
that has all these resources at your literal like graduate exhibition. If anything, I'm like, it could.
I would think it was somewhat reasonable, to be honest. Like, that's not like, whoa, those sizes are so skinty, OMG. It's not like that. That's like very reasonable. It's perhaps that you guys are just so big that you're like, oh my gosh. You're like, oh my gosh, a 14, that's tiny. And it's like, oh, okay, all right.
It could have been planned just to like speak to what this collection means.
It also just goes to show you, because they were probably patting themselves on the back. They were probably like, hey, well, we have a size 10 mannequin, so we're doing pretty good, instead of the size 18 that the student needed.
Oh, yeah. Anna deserves better. Anna's clothes deserve better. Like, they looked amazing on the mannequin still. I feel just like I really want to note that happened, because that just speaks to exactly why we were there.
I believe in Anna. I believe in her talent, and I'm excited to see what she does in the future, because from what I saw in the photos that you posted on our Instagram, at FatspoPod,
On our Instagram.
it looks so cunty, so fun, and made me want to go to London.
Diva, I think we might have to go to London.
I wonder how fat friendly London is.
Guys, we're gonna take FatspoPod international. Guys, what do you want from us?
Question: what exactly do you want?
Question. Also, speaking of,
Please do. Please do. Please continue to try to astroturf fat acceptance in England. Please do. I'd love to see you try.
events, if anybody in the Chicago, New York City, or Los Angeles area have a location that we could host a low cost or free event, please reach out to us. We
There's plenty of fat people in all those cities.
really have beautiful plans, and we also want to make sure that we can keep it affordable for you guys, because why the fuck would we host an event that we couldn't even afford to go to?
I love hosting things I can't afford, personally. That's what credit cards are for.
Yeah, mama. Then you can't afford it.
Oh, you guys going to be financial gurus too.
Right.
Right. I love Klarna. I love opening a line of credit to buy groceries.
Thank God I'm not like,
Oh gosh.
if I was 18 right now, I would be doing like sports betting. Finn, my partner, love of my life, person I am married to, goes, damn, maybe I should have placed a bet on the Spain game. Baby, the testosterone is getting to your brain.
Hindsight is also 2020. What would Finn have done if Spain lost?
Lost money.
And then be like, I can win it back. Let me just keep spending money and betting money.
Well, now that I know,
I can lose.
I see too many comments about parlays. I'm like, oh, guys, remember when we would like be like, haha, who would fall for that? Haha.
Okay, I don't even know what that is, so I'm losing it. I'm losing touch. You're losing me.
Has nobody watched The Sopranos?
I have been getting Kelshi Love Island ads on my TikTok, and I had to go and just block Kelshi.
I wonder if they collaborated.
They did, I'm pretty sure. And I think Love Island also collaborated with Meta for their Meta glasses.
I'm not surprised. The amount of creators that I actually like genuinely enjoy and like get excited to see that have posted Meta ads. I'm like, guys, I know it's kind of hard sometimes to say money because I manage Jess and I say no to so many fucking companies. Next thing to discuss. I just spent some time in Europe for research for the pod. Right. Just kidding. My in-laws took me.
Okay,
And my hottest of hot takes, I was so afraid of like Europe as a whole.
Oh my god, this is so bad, guys. Sorry. Oh god. Sorry, I was like, I need a break. I need a breather. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna say this. I feel like they are a couple of the worst representatives of like Gen Z girly pop stereotype, fat, bad with money, aggressively American, cringe, beyond. Like, it's really bad. It's bad, you guys. And I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm so da da da. But it's like, honey, like, I know I can be kind of stereotypical too, but I don't know. I don't know. It's bad. I'm like, I don't even know, you guys. I can't even think of something clever to say. It's just like, it's embarrassing. I'm actually getting embarrassed listening to this.
Especially France, just like the fat phobia. Girl, the only fat phobia I experienced, Americans.
Yup.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. That was interesting. That was a turn. I wasn't seeing that one coming.
I was sunbathing on a rock and some guy just goes, you know, I'd rather be skinny than fat. Hot
Oh, so somebody wasn't even talking about you?
take, dude. Really hot take.
That's when you go, I'd rather you be dead than alive.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's a weird thing to say. What the hell? Okay, so I guess we can get into some E fall by letter D zombie activity with that one. So what I will say to that is, remember, to zombies, to people that are within E fall by letter D, BINGE specifically, to downsize, to no longer be fat is to unalive. Okay? That's where that comes from. That doesn't make any sense to an average human person. But to a zombie, it makes sense because, yes, who I am is fat. My identity is fat. If I were to no longer be fat, then I would be dead. So therefore, that's an appropriate response to say to somebody who's just saying a statement. Which, yeah, Americans are loud. I guarantee you French were probably thinking things. Guarantee you.
And then I started drowning him, and the Spanish police are like actually super chill about that stuff. So
They were like, yeah, he deserved it.
yeah, they were like, he was wearing Oakley, like reflective, like ugly glasses. That's what they said. Anyways, I would like to issue a formal apology to the people of France for my judgments of you. I definitely thought French people would be really mean to me because French people in America have been mean to me. But guys, it turns out it's not like a rule in the country, and so a lot of people are actually really nice. Maybe like learn a little more French than I did. I said, avez-vous les toilettes? And that was kind of it. And then additionally, as a fat person, I love creams and ointments, and I love the French pharmacy, and I love being covered in ointment. All right. Thank you. That's my take.
Interesting take. Interesting take. I'd love to hear y'all's comments about that. Love to hear your comments.
The only country I've been to outside of the US is Italy, and I do really miss the pharmacies. There's pharmacies everywhere. We just can't compare.
No, and you go and it's like all of the brands, they don't have to like pay to ship them over. Like you can buy like Caudalie shit for like bitch $10. I got so much stuff, and they also have sunscreen technology that isn't legal in the US. So y'all know I had to smuggle.
The US government has no problem with people smothering beef tallow all over their bodies, right?
Which is fine. Beef tallow. I don't even have a joke about that one. It's really tough.
You were hoping it'd come to you.
Yeah, kind of, that's how I make my jokes.
It's the improv.
Girl, I did a clown class
Recently?
right before I left for Europe.
And what did you do?
We did a lot of different like exercises, and then
I want you both, not you both. I want you all to know I'm dying right now. They are killing me. This is horrible. This is like listening to brain rot live and in person.
we pretended to be an item that absolutely disgusts us. I brought my dead cat's paw print because they press too hard and it's really like horrific to look at. And then we like basically just made fun of each other. It was a Buffon class hosted by my friend Megan Robichaux. If you're in Philly, go see Megan Robichaux is the greatest show on the earth at some festival that's happening somewhere in Philadelphia sometime. That's been really pervasive in my life, and I didn't want to have to like say it this way, and I really hope my friend Jenny, who has a fear of clowns due to a car accident with Harpo the clown in the Coachella Valley as a child, I hope she doesn't listen to this.
What? Not to laugh at someone's trauma. That was just a sentence I never expected to hear.
No, but you are.
No.
No, but you are.
It was jarring.
There's only one clown
Okay.
and
I'm officially Auntie. Like, I feel like one of those memes where they're like, when you hear two Gen Z girls talking and you're just like, what the fuck? That's what I feel like right now. You guys are making me feel very old and also very brain rotted at the same time.
in the Coachella Valley, and my friend Jenny got into a car accident with him when she was a kid and now has a fear of clowns, and
It's giving no personality. It's giving, I would say, even some introvert cringe a little bit. Just like a tiny bit is there. And I think she thinks that she's on it. Or sorry, they think that they're on it because they go out and they do stuff probably for work. But I guess it didn't work. I don't know. It didn't work for you. It's still cringe. I'm sorry. The Riz is not with us. It's not in the room with us. I'm sorry.
on the other hand, I have been on a journey the past few months where I've kind of just been realizing
It's the lack of expression. It's talking like this. It's just not giving. It's really not it. And I don't even know. It's bad, you guys.
not that I want to be a clown, but that I already am one and that I have been one my whole life.
Yeah, you're the jester.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
And then the other one, she just kisses their ass, basically. So you have like ass and ass kisser. That's basically what you have.
multiple people have asked me to perform.
It's the jester's curse.
That was really
Jess,
mean. I'm sorry.
how do you
Oops.
feel?
I don't know what I did. Oh my God, Auntie just messed up. What did I do? What did I do? What did Auntie do?
I feel like I would personally love to see one of your fat clown shows relating it back to the pod.
When have I ever done anything without discussing fat phobia? The main thing in
It's because you have no personality outside of fatness, which is sad. Actually, it's really sad.
clown shows, I'm not sure if it's New York City clown specifically. From what I've heard, it's not. You gotta get naked, basically, like by the end of your clown show.
That's perfect for you, but I've never heard of that. That's so... The concept of going to a clown show and the clown's naked at the end, right up your...
All I have to say is that if Kat is like the extroverted one, that's all I have to say. And if she's like the introvert one that like kisses her ass, I mean their ass, honey, you need to find a better extrovert to orbit around if that's the case. I don't even know. I don't know. I need you guys to give your opinions because it's bad. Kat is just not giving. It's not it. The Riz is at the lowest levels. I'm like, I hope Kat is introverted. I really do. Because it's bad. It's real bad.
Rally.
Comment in the comments if that sounds familiar to you, your life experience.
Have you ever gone to a clown show and by the end of it, the clowns are naked? Let us know.
You've been to one where they got naked.
Have I?
I brought you to one 2 summers ago. Babies on the Street.
I remember Babies on the Street. I still tell people about Babies in the Street to this day.
Yeah, so, but they only went topless. Also, my friend Megan Robichaux.
One of my friends does improv comedy. And so I think one time we were discussing local theater shows. And I was like, yeah, my friend Kat took me to this one in Brooklyn called Babies in the Street. I don't know if you've ever heard of Gabby Hanna, but it's about her. And flabbergasted, blown away.
Yeah, no, I really don't have much to say about that show other than if you can ever see anything that Megan Robichaux has ever done, please do it. But if Jess ever says, oh, I've never been to a clown show where there were tits and ass and tits, liar, liar.
I'm gatekeeping the tits and the ass.
All right, divas, before we get into today's topics, we wanted to announce, drum roll, we are starting a Patreon.
Shocker.
Shocker. We're going to have extra content for you guys.
If you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, or you need advice on something specific, or even just fat fashion advice, go ahead and email us at fatspopod@gmail.com and subscribe to our Patreon because
I'm not impressed with either of their fashion in this. I'm sorry, I'm not.
that's where we will...
I'm not saying that I'm all like on it and whatever, but I'm not sitting here telling you I can offer you fashion advice, okay? At least dress better if you're going to say that.
be answering all of your questions.
All right, divas. Should we get into...
Is that an elephant in your room?
Oh my god, it's a fucking stampede in here.
I swear I see an elephant right now. I think you should tell us about the elephant in your room.
There's an elephant in my room, and I think we should discuss it. Let's just say the elephant in my room is in a bad mood. Why, you may ask? The elephant in my room is on a juice cleanse. What the hell is a juice cleanse? Well, guys, luckily for you, that is my cultural...
No one knows.
...food. I did grow up outside of Los Angeles.
Oh, we can tell. I didn't want to say anything. But the accent was giving. I was like, I think there was a part of me that was hoping it wasn't the case. You know, like I think I wanted like some kind of... I was trying to deny reality for a minute. But I grew up outside of Los Angeles too. Oh my god, I did it again. I think I'm skipping 10 seconds. I'm pushing L instead of K.
I used to work in a rehab, that's why I...
Hold on, let me go back. Oh my gosh, Auntie figured it out. So J is 10 seconds back. Okay.
Wish for, like, I think honestly, like my 13th birthday was for you. That is my cultural food. I did grow up outside of Los Angeles, and my biggest wish for, like, I think honestly, like my 13th birthday was to get a juice press juice cleanse. Detox. You've heard it. I've heard it. I used to work in a rehab. That's why I've heard it.
What is a detox?
A detox is a way to cleanse your system with benefits such as more energy, better digestion, reduced inflammation, and weight loss.
Where is it?
Loss. So I am going to read a little excerpt from the Juice Press website.
God.
This is from...
Now I'm like distracted by the Californian. Oh, God. I'm just... I told you guys, I have issues. I have issues with being from California sometimes. I'm telling you. This is part of the problem. This is bad.
How to juice cleanse. If you're feeling sluggish or bloated, it might be time to consider a juice cleanse. While juice cleanses have received mixed reviews, they can serve as a helpful way to incorporate nutrient-dense fruits and vegetables into your diet. Rather than viewing them as quick fixes, think of juice cleanses as a mean to reset your eating habits and promote healthier choices. And for any of my baddies that have ever had an eating disorder out there, you know the rush of being like, I did bad today, but tomorrow I'm going to restart and go so hard. So this is basically an awesome way for companies to make money off of that. Juice Press's website further says, why juice cleansing? What are the benefits of a juice cleanse? Juice cleanses can improve sleep, boost energy, enhance digestion, and promote healthier skin. Research indicates that diets rich in fruits and vegetables can lead to longer lifespans and lower risks of chronic disease. Okay, then eat fruits or vegetables. Additionally,
Okay, so my view on this type of thing is I don't really suggest it for people that have toxic ritualistic issues or people who have had them in the past. If you're like working to get out of it or to stay out of it, it's a little close for comfort. That being said, if you haven't, I don't think it's so big of a deal. It's not like the most serious thing. It depends on how long it goes. It depends on, like, you still have to get enough calories and all that kind of stuff to a certain, but I see it, it's kind of like a challenge basically, but you have to not see it as a lifestyle. It's not something sustainable. And I don't know how much physical utility it has other than perhaps you prioritizing certain nutrients over others, or getting the discipline for like your average person. Again, though, I think within the toxic ritualistic world, especially BINGE, which is where I'm coming from, it usually precedes a BINGE when you do something like that. And I'm sure that there's a lot of that kind of thing within Mia as well. So just, have some skepticism of it. I feel that way about fasts too. Like, I think if you're doing that, you really need to be doing it not because of weight. It has to be because of like another reason.
short-term detoxes can enhance liver function and support the body's natural detoxification processes. So this is interesting because I have noticed the terminology around detoxing has completely changed ever since people on TikTok were like, your body already does that. So now the whole thing is that it supports your body's detox and it like provides you the like essential nutrients to detox, even though if you're eating a balanced diet, that should already be happening.
Juice cleanses probably also help you sleep because your body is begging for a calorie. It's begging. It's banging at the door being like, please feed me actual food. Solid food.
Yeah, it's so weird. When I didn't eat for a week, I could just like go into bed and fall right asleep. Yeah.
Also, the part about juice cleanses helping with chronic illnesses gives me the same vibes as when I watched the Netflix show Apple Cider Vinegar based on a...
I saw that. Not me actually having seen something. But the girl that she's referring to, if you guys have seen that show, that girl was in the TR. I think she was talking to Anna. So she had, or maybe Mia or something. There's something going on. There's like a lot of enemas and stuff. Like there was very obviously TR issues with her in that show. So that's not, I don't think that's your average person doing a juice cleanse.
True story where people are like, I can eat healthy and it'll cure my cancer. It can't. And
she was in the TR, and I think she was trying to get control over something she felt out of control of. So it's actually quite sad. But that's obviously, to me, that's obviously what it was.
And it won't.
Yep. It's like, have we ever heard of moderation, guys? Have we ever heard of, yeah, I'm sure adding fruits and vegetables into your diet is going to be great for you. And also, I don't think that's true if you're just eating juiced fruits and vegetables.
I wonder what that does to your teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, your gastrointestinal.
I'm not buying the health concern because they're super overweight and they don't care about it. So it's like, okay, whatever.
System.
I can only imagine the heartburn I would have.
Yeah. Please
Your digestion would improve if you weight normalized. You know, I had to say it.
continue.
Well, we'll get into that. All right. This is from Juice Press, What to Expect on Your 5-Day Juice Cleanse. This is insane because Juice
You'll probably feel like crap.
Press, we just read what they said, like all the benefits are going to be, and here we go. The first day of your juice journey can be the most difficult. You might experience some unpleasant side effects such as headaches, fatigue, or nausea as your body adjusts to the cleanse. You should always check with your doctor if you have any concerns. Here are a few tips to help you get through day one. You may be using the bathroom frequently, so drink plenty of water and other fluids to stay hydrated. Take a hot bath or shower to help relieve any tension headaches. Get plenty of rest and relax as much as possible. Try not to work out or do any strenuous activity. Famously, the recommendations of a really healthy process.
This
Again, it would be something challenging, which would be for discipline, spiritual purposes, anything like that. I would not consider it to be something to do for size or for downsizing at all. It's not going to work for that. But for other things, maybe it could be bringing down. It's like they're all very unstimulating foods too. So it might bring down the kind of volume in your brain if you've had a lot of like kind of overstimulating foods, basically. So a lot of the, you know, cartoon food. I don't know what else to say, but you know what I mean. A lot of the not real stuff. So I could see that working for that. People might do it to try to reduce their sugar intake or something like that, or their fat intake, that kind of thing for a while, just to kind of rebalance things. I could see the utility there. Again, I don't think it's necessary really, but if you just want to do a challenge to do it, okay. Where I would have an issue is if it becomes like very repetitive, or if it becomes like, you know, that kind of thing where it's like, what is the quality behind you doing it? Is it calm or is it fervent? Because it matters a lot. But I know people in my comments that do regular fasts and stuff, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would not suggest it for any of my hypo girlies and boilies. Fasting is not good for hypo at all. So it's tough. It's a strain, especially if you're obese on top of it. It's a lot. So, or you're like especially super morbidly obese, it's a lot. So if you are hypo and you're trying to do something like this, I hope to God you're on a medication, because if not, you are going to be like, ooh, you know, it's pretty sharp.
This juice cleanse website is
Especially if it's due to fatty liver, because your liver needs energy to like convert that hormone, and if you're not getting any energy in, it's very harsh, and you will probably be a mega bitch to be around.
sounding a lot like they're selling bottled cyclosporiasis. They're like, you will lose weight, but first you will be glued to your toilet and you cannot do anything else.
Well, I mean, that's
It
based.
usually has to do with a lot of potassium that a lot of people don't get. And so when you have a lot of potassium, you lose a lot of water retention, basically, because typically, at least in the American diet, people are getting way more sodium than potassium, and you're supposed to be getting a lot more potassium than sodium. So basically, people are swollen a lot due to electrolyte reasons. And I believe there's a lot of magnesium in fruit juices too, like fruit and veggie juices, which that can also lead to diarrhea. I'm just going to say, if you have a lot of it, it's not necessarily bad, but it's just, it does happen. You will lose fluid retention, and that can give you a headache, and it can make you have to go to the bathroom a lot. But it typically has more to do with electrolytes and the fact that your electrolytes are always imbalanced to begin with. So you're probably swollen. if you're having that kind of result from a juice cleanse. It's probably a bit of swelling, which a lot of people are swollen, a lot of people are inflamed, a lot of people are, so there, I think most people would benefit from having more potassium and magnesium. And again, I always sound like a broken record, but less starch, because starch depletes those. So people have a lot of starch and they don't have a lot of like fruit in comparison. So your electrolytes are really bad, especially with, again, it sounds like a broken record, but with modern flours, modern ways of doing things. Like I know the wheat, it's not, heirloom wheat from a long ass time ago that has a decent amount of potassium in it. For example, it's depleted. There's nothing in it. So people don't consider electrolytes. And I think incorporating juices can help with electrolytes for sure. So that's some utility there for it.
Basically, in a way, that is kind of what happens to your stomach. So I'm going to read what actually happens on juice cleanses. A 2015 review concluded that there was no compelling research to...
Yeah, so weight management, no. I totally disagree with that. Eliminating toxins, I don't know about toxins, but I do think electrolyte balance, it could be useful for that. And it depends on what the toxins are. Like, I don't know what they're testing for, because especially fruit juices, it stimulates the liver. So I could see some kind of utility for that. But other than that, if it is helping with detox, it's just probably helping with fluid retention. So there could be some toxins being flushed out with that. Also, they'll always say, like, your body does it for you. Well, yeah, your colon is a part of detox. So is going number 2. So that is kind of what they're talking about. So when they say it supports your body, blah, blah. I will just tell you guys the actual mechanism. It has to do with electrolytes. That's basically why. So it can be supportive because you're not swollen. It's not good to be swollen all the time. So, but again, if you just go back to eating the way you were, then you're just going to be back to being swollen. So it's kind of like we're looking for like a lifestyle change, or like I'm going to incorporate. I think it would be more useful over the long term to just incorporate juices into your diet, for example, rather than to do a full cleanse and then just go back to eating like crap afterwards. That's not really helpful. I don't see the point.
To support the use of detox diets for weight management or eliminating toxins from the body. Crazy that those two are just like grouped together.
Disappointed, not surprised.
Yep. A 2017 review said that juicing and detox diets can cause initial weight loss because of low intake of calories, but they tend to lead to weight gain once a person resumes a normal diet. There have been no studies on long-term effects of detoxification programs. Let's get into the science. What actually happens on a juice cleanse?
Nothing good.
Well, divas, whatever your body doesn't absorb from the juices during a cleanse passes into your large intestine, where it is fermented by bacteria. The result is a laxative effect, which some people claim makes them feel lighter and believe it is a sign they're eliminating toxins.
They said
It's electrolytes. That's what it is. It has to do with electrolytes. So if you are not super swollen, then you're not going to be going to the bathroom all the time with juices. So just think of it this way. If your potassium is really, really low all the time, then that means that you're really, really, really swollen. And then you have the juices, and then your potassium goes up, and then that swelling comes down. But it goes down fast, so you go to the toilet, basically. But if you're not swollen, then it's not going to happen. I mean, this isn't necessarily rocket science. Just think of what happens if you drink a lot of apple juice. So for some people, they can drink a lot of apple juice and they're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the toilet. Other people, they drink a lot of apple juice and nothing happens. And it has to do with how swollen they are. And it also typically has to do with liver health too. And somebody that has a fatty liver, they're probably more likely going to stimulate the liver with that. And then you release bile and all that crap. Especially if you combine it with fat, then you're going to be going to the bathroom. But it has to do with your liver. So, yeah, it's usually electrolytes. And then if you're dealing with fat as well, then you're releasing bile in that case. So certain food combinations can cause it. But if you're a healthy person, it doesn't happen. So it's not really a good sign. But that's why people have it like when they have ice cream or apple juice or, you know, certain things like that. Or just juices if you were doing a juice cleanse and you were super swollen and all that stuff. It might not be as much as if you combined it with fat, but you'd still like probably be peeing all the time and stuff, you know, because you're swollen. We need potassium awareness in the United States. We need potassium awareness, period, probably everywhere. But people aren't aware of it. They aren't aware. Like, ask your average American, especially, about potassium. Are you getting enough potassium? They're not. They're not. So it's like, you're swollen. You're bloated. You're a bloater. No, I'm just kidding.
My large intestine's becoming my skinny intestine. What happened to just drinking some kombucha?
But there's a lot of potassium in juice, so that might be why people feel the need to do it or why they feel like it helps. It is helping, but it's because you have a nutrient deficiency or you have a mineral deficiency, an electrolyte deficiency.
And moving on.
Guys, what happened to gut health? Remember when we were there? You're just hoarding juice in your intestines when I'm thirsty.
I almost said, go ahead, suck it up.
Well, divas, you might be like, but should I? But maybe I'll just go on a juice cleanse anyways. No, shut up. Fiber helps your body process sugar without the sudden spikes and drops. Divas, you're gonna juice your fruit and remove that? Let me clarify, guys. Drinking juice is fine. Drinking juice for every meal for 5 days, I would argue, is not fine.
Right. We're not saying juice is bad. Juice is very tasty. Juice has its value.
Juice is very tasty. It has nutrients.
But when you only drink juice for a week straight, that's an eating disorder.
Come on, guys.
It's not. That's exaggerating. But it isn't balanced. That's what I would say. So it's imbalanced or it's a fast, and it must be temporary. It's not a lifestyle.
Come on, back it up. Back it up.
Pack up and move out.
Please. Anyways, juicing removes the fiber.
Now, if you're doing it over and over and over again for months and months and then there's cycles with it, then yes, that would be the TR.
Fiber from the whole fruit or vegetable, leaving behind only the sugars and nutrients, which is fine. Plus, fiber adds bulk to your stool. Nice. To help your body get rid of waste. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, yeah. I like my stool nice and bulky. Okay, Fatspo.
Detoxification. Long story short, juice cleanse lead to pooping and cramping. Youch. Nauseous. Tired. Youch. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to go down this path together, okay?
I definitely don't. Listening to that, I'm gonna eat some solid food after this. Like I did this morning.
She probably was going to anyway.
Oh, I love solid food.
I love when it's nice and not liquid.
Yes, and when it adds bulk to my stool. All right, bitches. That's all I have for you.
But that's not all I have. Before we begin, I do just want to reiterate our content warning for discussions of fat phobia, eating disorders, drug use, and death.
After a trigger warning like that, I think I had to grab 7-Eleven. Okay, divas, who trying to adopt?
Who trying to adopt? If you want a cat that looks like he has a receding hairline, come on, that's a conversation starter.
Which is fine.
It is fine. I'm pro it. I want him to be adopted.
If you're in New York City area, I got a cat for you.
Come get 7-Eleven.
Come get 7-Eleven.
Today, we're going to be discussing Anna Nicole.
Okay, we're done. I can't handle it. So we'll get into that, I guess, next time. That was enough for me. But no, it's a good place for me to stop. So, what do you think? Let me know. I was dying. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.